show the people what they want. Yes, yes. Hey everyone, I have a really exciting announcement today that we got a puppy! Yes, we did! This is Ginger, and we are absolutely thrilled to have her. She's just been such a little sweetie. I don't know how she feels about being on camera right now, but she's a good little lady. Yes, she is, aren't you? She's just a little sweetie. She likes people. She's one of those dogs that almost likes people more than treats, which is really, really sweet. I don't know how that works because food is the best thing ever, but I mean, she likes food too. Don't get me wrong, but she's just very, very sweet and loves love. So Andy and I decided to get a puppy a little bit on impulse. But that being said, we've been thinking about it for years, but we've always said we weren't going to for a while. We knew we eventually would, but we thought we were going to wait a long time just because we both have been involved in raising dogs. I remember I helped my parents one summer during college when they got a puppy, and I just remember it being so much work and thinking I just don't want to have to deal with that right now. And I like the freedom in our lives that we can just, go off, take off on a trip whenever we want and just have that freedom and that mindset of freedom to be able to travel or to do whatever we want. I guess she wants to go, so I'm just gonna let her roam around a little bit, but keep an eye on her. But we just eventually came to the conclusion recently, I think I had mentioned I was just having some medical stuff come up. It just was a really hard time for both of us. And we just needed some light in our lives. We just wanted something happy, something to be looking forward to, something we could work towards and just put our focus on. And so we did. And I'm so happy we did. And definitely there are moments where she's a lot of work, but she is so fun and sweet and we just love her. Okay, I guess you want to be free. And I've always approached minimalism thinking I want to create space in my life for the things that I want. And I think at the time I wanted more space in my life for focusing on work and all of that. But I've realized I just wanted a dog. And so we made this intentional decision after we've been thinking about it on the back burner for a long time. But it did kind of take this impulsive decision, I think, on my husband's part. I think sometimes that's how decisions are made, is that you're kind of thinking about it for a while and you kind of say no, until suddenly you say yes. Does anyone else find that to be the case? At least that's how my life has often been. I'm very good at putting off something fun or positive, kind of delayed gratification. But I've realized sometimes I just need somebody to push me into something fun. I also will say, as far as the logistics of actually training this puppy, we're still working on things like come and sit. I will say though that potty training has been annoying at first, but then if we just really stuck to our guns and didn't necessarily respond to her screeching, really knew that if we reinforced that behavior, she would do more of it. She needed to learn how to self-soothe and calm herself down because that's a skill that's good for her to know. And some of those moments of not responding when she was screeching in her little crate kennel was hard emotionally, but I'm really glad that we stuck to our guns and we're just super strict about it because we know in the long run what's going to be good for her. And it has been amazing. Last night when I was taking her out in the middle of the night, she did not want to leave her little crate. She was so cozy in there and she wouldn't come out at first when I opened the door, which is unheard of for her. So I think it's finally becoming a real home for her and a place that feels safe. I think it's really a lesson about life, about those short-term benefits of our behavior versus the long-term benefits. That sometimes if we know what's good for us in the long run, if we can just withstand those short-term temptations of whatever it is, or those short-term questioning of our long-term stance, if we can withstand that and stick to our guns, then we will be happier in the long run. And it's cool to be able to see that from an outside perspective happen to this little puppy, that she was sad at first to be in her kennel, but then she loves it now because we did what we're supposed to do and not respond to kind of that excessive crying and that sort of thing. And we just make sure to show her that she's going to be loved, that she's going to be taken out a lot so she can wait. Yeah, that's about it. I'll share some footage with you and say bye-bye, Ginger. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, that's all this video is today. Just some fun.